Welcome to the mixology portion of the program. We're going to start mixology out with one of the easiest and most used techniques in creating cocktails, the build. To start the build, we'll fill a glass with ice cubes, and we simply build the ingredients one on top of the other. Being sure to always pour the alcohol over top of the ice so we can chill the alcohol. And we're just going to build our orange juice on top of this screwdriver. A straw. And the garnish we're using today is an orange and cherry flag. I like the orange because it complements the flavors of the cocktail, and the cherry is a contrast to the color, which makes the drink stand out. So there's our screwdriver, the first build. Our next build is the Kentucky Villa. For the Kentucky Villa, we reach for bourbon from Kentucky. We pour it over top of the ice. Now, bourbon is aged in charred oak barrels. So what this means is the alcohol soaks into the wood. When it soaks into the wood, it pulls out different flavors from the wood: citrus, floral, and vanilla. In the Kentucky Villa, we're adding a little bit of vanilla to the bourbon, which accents the bourbon's vanilla flavors, softens the drink, and also sweetens it up. I like to stir it just a little bit to encourage dilution. Before I serve it, here is the Kentucky Villa. Our next drink-making technique allows us to extract the fresh flavors out of vegetables, fruits, herbs, and spices. It's called the muddle. Today we're going to make a Cointreau caipirinha, starting with 3/8 of a lime, 1/8 of an orange, and a teaspoon of sugar. The sugar will sweeten the juices coming from the fruits, and it will also grind into the rinds and extract the essential oils found inside. Just giving it a few good presses, mashing the flavors. Add some ice and some Cointreau. Now what I like to do is lift the flavors off the bottom of the glass, just gently mixing the flavors and these nice colors in the glass as we serve up our Cointreau caipirinha. For this version of the muddle, I've prepared some crushed ice. Very easy to prepare, just by muddling into a shaker tin. We're making a CSI, which involves lemon wedges and some sugar. Again, we will muddle the fresh juices and the essential oils out of the rind in the lemon, and top it off with some crushed ice. The crushed ice makes for very nice presentation in this cocktail. And we're using the Remy Red, which is an infusion of red berries. Get in with my spoon and just lift the lemons up, because the lemons actually become the garnish of the CSI. Now let's talk about the traditional martini, the gin martini. We'll start with a martini glass or a cocktail glass with some ice cubes and some water. If we can present this to our guest, they get to watch the glass get cold. From there, I'm turning to my Boston glass for a splash of vermouth. All I'm doing here is rinsing the ice cubes with the vermouth, and I'll actually strain it out. From there, we turn to our gin. Now here's where the source of debate comes in. When stirring a martini, should it be stirred 17 times or 18 times? Bottom line is we need to get some good dilution out of it, as well as we want to lower the temperature of the gin. Making sure the glass is cold. We've got a nice fog on the glass. And I like to take my rind and squeeze it deep inside the glass so all those essential oils are squirting inside the glass. And I'll rub it on the outside, just like that. Drop it inside. Dilution is key to make this drink a lot softer, and the temperature, making it cold, makes it more palatable, meaning you can drink it longer. So there's our traditional gin martini. Now this particular technique was made popular by Ian Fleming's character James Bond because he preferred his drinks shaken, not stirred. It's all about the ritual. I already have the glass iced down, getting cold, and my Boston glass with some ice in it. Now you notice I haven't put the vermouth in yet. I'll be adding the vermouth later. We're going to shake the drink up. We do need to get the proper dilution from that 10 to 15 seconds worth of shaking. We'll empty the glass out. Again, seeing that it's very cold, and I'll add the vermouth here. I just like to swirl it around the glass. Making sure that it gets right up around all of the edges, and I prefer to shake it dry. We'll strain it out. Some bartenders like to get the broken ice crystals just floating on top of the martini. We'll take the olives, rim the glass with the olives so your guest tastes drink first and not glass. And always using 3 olives for good luck and better presentation. The shaken vodka martini. Let's talk about another shaken cocktail, the Cosmopolitan. This recipe is my favorite recipe for the Cosmo. Many bartenders have their own different variations of the Cosmopolitan recipe. I start with my cocktail glass with ice cubes and my Boston glass full of ice as well. Premium vodka and some Cointreau. My recipe is a little different. With the limes we add in 3 thin limes or 2 thicker limes and just a splash of cranberry juice. We'll shake this up. We're going for a nice neon pink cocktail. Straining it out. And the flamed orange zest. Flamed orange zest. We just heat the zest of an orange and squeeze the essential oils out. The Cosmopolitan. Shaken and strained over fresh ice is the Bluegrass Lemonade. We start with a tall glass. I have the horse neck garnish carved out for this cocktail. Full ice, and I also have ice in my Boston shaker. Start with some bourbon over top of the ice. And just a little bit of orange liqueur. Sweet and sour mix. Freshly squeezed lemon juice and simple syrup makes the perfect combination. And we'll shake it up. Now sometimes the glass doesn't want to come apart. So one of the things that we like to do instead of smashing the glass on the edge of the bar is if we take a look at the shaker tin and pretend that it's a clock. We have 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. Instead of hitting here at 6 o'clock or at 12 o'clock, where there's no room for the glass to really move, try to hit the sides with the heel of your hand. Just give it a little wrap on the side and it'll come right off. And we'll strain this. For more lemonade, we bring this drink to life with some lemon lime soda. Bubbles and stretches and brings it up. And just for fun, just to keep people talking, a little splash of blue curacao on the top, and you can watch it as it goes down the glass. Shaken and strained over fresh ice, the Bluegrass Lemonade. Now let's talk about a cocktail that utilizes many different cocktail creating techniques. This drink is called the Kiwiki. It involves fresh kiwi, 2 lime wedges, and a packet of sugar. Again, muddling essential oils and mixing all the flavors together. Ice cubes. Vodka, coconut rum, and melon liqueur. And we'll shake it up. Making sure all the flavors are mixed up and the shaker tin's cold. Give it a little wrap. And now the double strain as we empty our cocktail glass out. And using a tea strainer, we can then pour the liquid for a nice fresh cocktail. Sometimes we use a spoon just to speed up the process. fresh pulp inside the tea strainer. We garnish, of course, with fresh kiwi. And this is the Kiwiki. This next drink making technique is actually circa 1840s. It's called the Pousse Cafe or layered shooters. We'll start with Kahlua because it has lots of sugar in it. Very heavy. There's a number of different ways to create a nice layer with a spoon. We can pour over the back of the spoon. In this B52, the Bailey's, a little bit less sugar than the Kahlua. Now you can pour over the back of the spoon, or you can pour over the front of the spoon, whichever you're more comfortable with. Bottom line is you have to introduce the second layer very slowly and gradually build it up. Another technique, which I happen to be able to do because of my fancy spoon, it has a coin end on it. Pour it down the spoon. And a favorite technique for guests at the bar, pouring over top of a stemmed cherry. A little patience, a little dexterity, and it's a great looking layered shooter, and you can eat the cherry. The B52.